Earlier today, I was just thinking about a bunch of cool stuff that Rockstar could add to GTA 5 Online, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you go on to enjoy the video. Be sure to smash a thumbs up on it, subscribe if you're new, and without further ado, let's get into it. This first concept would be awesome and it would be a ton of fun. As you guys know, Rockstar added the Vito Classic and the Vito Modern to GTA 5 Online recently in the past year or something like that. And they're honestly pretty cool. The Vito Modern is great because it looks like an actual go-kart, but the Vito Classic, I guess maybe from back in the day, that's what go-karts used to look like. I don't really know, but to me, it just looks like the Vito Modern without a body kit on it, which is pretty much exactly what it is. So imagine you could order that go-kart or go into a custom shop with that go-kart and select the body style you want to put on it. For example, you can see I'm driving a Lamborghini Aventador go-kart. Now obviously we don't have an actual Lamborghini Aventador in GTA Online, but you could select whichever car you want, from an X80 Proto to its High-Ris, to the Calico GTF, to the Jester RR, a Punch Buggy, a Smart Car, a Mini Cooper, who cares? You could pick whichever one you want. And then you could drive around in a little go-kart and make it look a little bit cooler. Imagine doing go-kart races, or at least that go-kart adversary mode, and you're using a very small version of one of your favorite cars in GTA 5 Online. And honestly, one of the best parts about this would be the fact that if you pick, for instance, the Calico GTF, or maybe, for example, the Dominator ASP, it has 282 different cosmetic upgrades you could throw on it. So imagine being able to throw all of that on that tiny little version of the car, and then you could take a picture of them next to each other. You can make a duplicate of it, and it would just look so freaking awesome. You just have the big version of the car, and then the tiny little go-kart version, and you could just whip around in it, and obviously do the races with it. It would be a ton of fun, and I would absolutely love it. Obviously then, it would be smart if Rockstar started to release a bunch more go-kart races, because I'm telling you, a lot of people would start doing it more if we had the option to do this to go-karts, because that would honestly be really, really cool. Or maybe not even go-karts. It could just be like toy cars that we have, like how we have an RC Bandito. It's literally just a toy RC car. Like, you know those little cars that kids drive around, or maybe you drove around when you were a little kid, that looks like a Cadillac Escalade, or honestly a Lamborghini. It looks exactly like this, and you drove it around as a little kid. It would be awesome. It could be something like that. And honestly, I would love it if somebody made those for adults, because I would love to drive one of those things around. I never got the chance to when I was a little kid, but honestly, like I said, it would just be a ton of fun to have the option to do this to like the Vito Classic or even to the Vito Modern, because it would just make things a little bit more fun in GTA 5. By the way, be sure to check out Digizani. They'll hook you up with tons of discounted games and in-game currency for dozens of your favorite games, like GTA 5, Fortnite, and many more. Don't forget to use code Frolics at checkout for a 10% discount. The next thing that would be awesome is better apartment and house interiors. Now in Grand RP, they release new interiors for houses and apartments all the time, and I absolutely love it. Some of the first ones they added were like the modern and cozy interiors, which are perfect, by the way, for apartments. And you could customize them, you could place furniture around, customize the walls, the floors, the carpets, the wood, everything in the entire apartment. Then they added some new ones, like these. And obviously they're really freaking expensive, but in GTA Online, they would have to make them a lot cheaper. But I'm saying, like, look at this shit. This would be perfect for a freaking house interior, man. Maybe make it a little bigger, I'm not too sure. But honestly, this would be so cool. And obviously you could customize this entire apartment as well, from the floor patterns to the walls to the carpets to the furniture inside, everything like that. In GTA Online, we still have the same interiors. I know we have like newer ones, I guess, for houses, and like the ones in apartments, you can customize just a little bit. Like there's 10 different styles you could choose from, which is obviously kind of cool. But like, I mean, maybe add something a little different, because like we haven't had one in a very long time, and honestly, it would be cool if we could customize our apartments and our houses. Like, look at some of these. Look how insane they look. And all of this was made by Grand RP, like their own server creators, I guess. They designed all of this stuff. I'm not sure how long it took, but they did an amazing job. Like, it looks outstanding. So just imagine if this multi-million-dollar video game company, Rockstar Games, took the time to do something like this. Think about how beautiful it would look if they actually took the time to do it and make it look awesome. because they gotta keep the community happy. They want to keep this game going for as long as they can, and we're gonna be having GTA 5 until like 2025, which is a very, very long time for one game, and honestly, the fact that we're still getting updates for it is kinda crazy. But if they want to keep the community happy, I'm not saying this will make everybody a million times happier, but just to have the option to have something like this would be really cool. And the fact that you'd be able to customize it the way you want would make things even better. Like for instance, in this apartment, if you really wanted to, imagine you could take an electric chair and just place it down in the middle of the floor. Honestly, I don't really know why, but it's your apartment or it's your house and you should be able to do whatever you want with it, if you know what I mean. And then some people out there I know are going to say, oh, GTA is a crime game. We don't want any of this stuff. Well, I mean, it is a crime game, but there is so much other stuff you could do in the game. And honestly, it's not tailored just towards crime, considering the last update that we just got is tailored to car lovers. So just adding some of this stuff would just make things a little bit more fun. Like I said, this video is just about some cool shit that they could add to GTA Online. And I think adding something like this would be pretty awesome. And the final thing for this video that would be really freaking cool, a completely new take on heists. Now, I know they said that for the Perico heist, and the second they said that, we instantly thought space or underwater. That's literally the first thing that popped into every single person's head. We got the Perico heist. I'm not saying the Perico heist is bad. It's honestly probably one of the best heists we have in GTA Online. I love doing it, and obviously there's a ton of different routes that you could go down for that heist, but people are kind of getting sick of it now. So just imagine they added a new one. For instance, Grand Theft Space is a mod you could download where you go in a spaceship and you take off to space. And there's a bunch of different missions you have to do on a bunch of different planets. And it is freaking awesome. Like, just imagine you're chilling in GTA Online on your yacht or in your apartment or just flying around the city having a good time, and you get a phone call and they say, hey, we will give you millions of dollars if you hop on a spaceship and head off to space to complete a couple missions or a heist. And maybe the mission will be you have to infiltrate a Russian space station or some random space station, who knows, that is going to emit a virus around the entire world, and if you don't do it, then you're going to get screwed over, or something like that. I don't really know. There's a ton of different concepts you can come up with that. I challenge you guys to comment down below what would be a really cool heist concept that would take place in outer space. I know you guys won't have trouble coming up with something because there's a ton of different things you could do. And I know what some of you guys are thinking. You're probably like, why the hell are you going to space in GTA 5 Online? Like, you know how this game started out? When we first got Heist, we were robbing banks, humane labs, very simple, very basic stuff. Well, I mean, the same thing happened with Fast and Furious. It started off with them just racing cars, having fun, and then in the last movie, they're floating around in space, just having a great damn time. So, honestly, the Fast and Furious saga has gone on for a very long time. GTA 5 has gone on for a very long time. They're both looking for new ideas, and space is a great concept. In Fast and Furious, honestly, that last movie was pretty damn good. I enjoyed watching it. So I'd imagine if space was in GTA 5 and we can go there and do some cool heist or a mission, it would be a ton of fun, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would agree with that. And then just imagine once you complete the heist, maybe it's like the Perico heist, how you could visit the island and go to a cool party. Imagine you could do the same thing with this space concept. There would be a rocket launch pad like there is with this actual mod. You could literally go and hop into the rocket ship, take off, and head on into outer space, and then you could fly to like a specific planet. Obviously, they probably won't be able to add every planet in the entire solar system, but hey, if they were to add maybe like one or two, like Mars, Mercury, Venus, or the moon, or something like that, then imagine just being able to go there and then just doing some cool shit. Like, there's a mission that you have to do there where you have to kill a bunch of aliens. Aliens keep coming down to Earth, so why don't we go visit them where they're from and fuck their shit up? You know how fun that would be? Like I said, there is just so many different concepts you can come up with in outer space in GTA 5, and it would be a ton of fun, and I'm sure a lot of us would really, really enjoy that because it would be something brand new and something that we've really never done before in GTA 5 Online. Like I said, it would be a ton of fun. Anyways, those are the cool things that I think should be added in GTA 5 Online at some point. Like I said, these are just concepts I came up with. I was kind of drunk and I was just thinking this shit would be pretty freaking awesome. Like I said, comment down below some cool concepts for what you would be doing in space if it was added in GTA Online as either missions or a heist. Comment down below. I want to see what you guys think of it, and obviously comment down below what you guys think about the other things from this video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next video.